Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Ask Matt Lloyd. So we're in the Dominican Republic. We just got done with our Titanium Mastermind, and standing next to me all the way from the UK is Chris and Susan Beasley, who are also Diamond members within MOBE. They're doing really, really well in the business. So they've got the question for today.
The question for today is, if somebody comes to you and asks, how would you explain MOBE to someone who's brand new, who's just looking at it, how would you best describe what it is?
Okay, now you're asking me that from the perspective of an affiliate who wants to promote the business. Yes. Okay, now full disclosure up front, I am not the best at these kind of things because I'm more of an online marketer, direct response marketer who I funnel people into my front-end campaigns rather than talking to them in person to bring them into the business. However, talking to people that you meet in your warm market or people that you know who would be a good fit for this business, it's a really good way to build the business. Plenty of people have made a lot of money. So how do you talk about MOBE? How do you explain it to them? What I would do is I would say something like, well, MOBE, which stands for My Online Business Education, is actually an education company. We specialize in the business training area, and we have products, services, and events that help entrepreneurs take their business to the next level. Okay, I would say something like that. And then I would turn it back to them by asking them a question. Something like, are you in business for yourself? Because if they are in business for themselves, chances are, if you find out what they're struggling with in their business, we're going to have a product on mobemarketplace.com which is going to help them. Okay, if they are an aspiring entrepreneur, they want to get into business, then we would also have, we've got the affiliate program where we could tell them about that. Or we could have courses where we could tell them about that. So I would then ask them a question. Are you an entrepreneur yourself? Are you in business yourself? And they give you the answer. I would avoid suddenly like vomiting this information all over them where, you know, we've got the greatest comp plan and you can make $5,000 commissions and so on. I wouldn't do that because I think before you ever present your solution in a sales situation, you almost need to get their permission first. When I say their permission, they have to be giving you indicators of interest that they want to learn more. Otherwise, you're going to come across as a pushy salesperson, and we've all been in the situation where we're buying a car, we're in the car yard, the salesperson comes over and they don't even start asking us about what we need, they just start selling to us. And straight away, you're backing off, and there's that wall of resistance up. So I would be asking them questions first, finding out more about them, and then they get the feeling, they understand that you are coming at this from a perspective of wanting to help them rather than trying to just make a sale. Okay?
I have to say, one of the things that we tend to do is, as you say, once you've got permission, I like to say, well, can I show you a video that explains more? And then I don't have to get into the situation of explaining everything because, to be quite honest, Matt, you're a far sight better at it than I am, and you've had a lot more practice. So if they say, yes, I'm interested in have a look, I just send them a link to a video.
Yeah, and I think that's brilliant because, number one, if you start trying to explain the business, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, okay, well, look, if I was to do something with this business, am I going to have to do the same thing? Am I going to have to know all of this fancy terminology? Am I going to have to know the compensation plan, the ins and outs? And they're thinking that in the back of their mind. Whereas if you just point them to a presentation, a sales video, a sales webinar, we have lots and lots of different presentations that you have available to you as an affiliate. If you simply point them to one of them and you ask them for their permission, just like you said, Chris, they say yes, then you follow up and you can send that to them. Then you get their contact details, you follow up, you get them to commit to watching to it, okay, and then you follow up after and you see what their thoughts were, and that's it. And then it's simply really a numbers game. I mean, if you're getting enough people in front of those presentations, it's not going to be long before you have one of them saying yes, they get involved in the business. And then the great thing about MOBE is we will then largely take over the conversion process from there with the phone sales, the event sales, and so on. So I think that's great. What you said, I think you answered it better than I did. Okay, so if you have a question for me, askmattlloyd.com or find us on Facebook. Search for our fan page, Ask Matt Lloyd, and I'd love to answer your question. Speak soon.